We are especially preoccupied with Ioannis this year because we are in the process of recreating his very genetic studio here in our own building. This small room is packed with a wealth of fascinating artifacts that have remained in place exactly as they were left at the time of his death. The Ioannis studio will be available for viewing at next year's ceremony. The Academy was founded, as you know, in 1898 and chartered by Congress for the stated purpose of furthering the interests of literature and the fine arts. In fulfilling its mission, the Academy's most important activities has always been the recognition through its annual awards of outstanding achievement in the visual arts, literature, and musical composition. Such achievement is, of course, embodied in works of art. And this invites the question, what distinguishes such works from other forms of human production? An answer that I have found compelling was offered by the poet-philosopher Paul Valéry, who wrote, "We recognize the work of art by the fact that no idea it inspires in us, no mode of behavior it suggests we adopt, could exhaust or dispose of it." The poet John Crowe Ransom, a member of this Academy, illuminated another facet of the same truth when he wrote, "The image cannot be dispossessed of a primordial freshness which idea can never claim. An idea is derivative and tamed. The image is in the natural or wild state, obeying its own laws and none of ours." Both of these aphorisms make a distinction and set a standard equally applicable to all the arts that we celebrate on this occasion. The art of the composer, the art of the poet, the essayist, the playwright, and the novelist, the art of the painter, the sculptor, and the architect. In the judgment of the Academy's membership and its hard-working award committees, in which no less than 51 Academy members have participated this year, the achievements of those individuals whom we rejoice in honoring this afternoon have met this standard. Accordingly, I am pleased to announce that in addition to inducting 7 new members and honoring 2 persons with its gold medal, the Academy is this year making monetary awards totaling more than $910,000 to 68 artists, writers, and composers whose names you will find in today's ceremonial program. Before proceeding to the induction of new members, I want to acknowledge with gratitude the presence on this stage of 4 of my distinguished predecessors as president of this Academy. The architect, Kevin Roche, the painter, Philip Burleson, the composer, Ezra Lederman, and the poet, J.D. McClatchy. In 1929, to strengthen cultural ties with other countries, the Academy created the category of foreign honorary membership to comprise not more than 75 persons of great distinctions in the fields of art, literature, and music. Today it is my privilege to induct 3 newly elected foreign honorary members. I would ask each of them to come to the podium as I read their names. Damon Gallup, distinguished writer of South Africa. Rafael Moneo is one of only a few architects in the world today for whom all these words apply. As early as the 1970s, Moneo practiced and taught architecture on 2 continents, becoming chairman of architecture at Harvard and later winning the Pritzker Prize. As in his architecture, Moneo the person is humble, forthright, and a true humanist. Acclaimed artist of Belgium. The citation reads, Luc Tuymans' interest in new subjects for painting and in new ways of depicting them has made him one of the most influential artists working today. Subtly political, his off-kilter compositions, glancing moments, and unexpected objects startle with their efficient depiction of the contemporary world. Half observation and half comment, the artist's trembling brushstrokes and desaturated colors are his most beautiful devices. He is a master of artificial light. In 1983, the category of American honorary membership was inaugurated to comprise not more than 15 persons of great distinction in the creative arts whose work falls outside or transcends the Academy's departments of art, literature, and music. I am pleased to announce the election of our newest American honorary member, Bob Dylan. Composer, musician, who has moved our culture with a consequence perhaps unequaled by any artist of our time. Regrettably, Bob Dylan, who is just coming off tour in Los Angeles, cannot be here with us today. The citation reads, for more than 50 years, defying categorization in a culture beguiled by categories, Bob Dylan has probed and prodded our psyches, recording and then changing our world and our lives through poetry made manifest in song, creating relationships that we never imagined could exist between words, emotions, and ideas. Although he is unable to join us, Bob Dylan has kindly sent a message that will be read now by Todd Williams.
Couldn't have made it through the 60s or the 70s without it, but I still need it today. Sorry, he's not here. He says this: I feel extremely honored and very lucky to be included in this pantheon of great individual artists who comprise the Academy of Arts and Letters. I look forward to meeting all of you sometime soon.
Secretary of the Academy, will now induct 3 new members, 1 writer and 2 artists.
May I ask each new member to come to the podium when I read your name. In the Department of Art, Richard Tuttle. Richard Tuttle is considered a post-minimalist, but really his work is just that, his work. It cannot be classified. He makes makes art that is often small and possesses subtleties that feel almost as gentle as exhaling one's breath, in which things like the shadow of a single wire projected on the wall and the difference in viewing it from many angles can count for so much. His artwork has a sense of intimacy as well. It is imbued with worldly wisdom, including philosophy. His way of communicating sometimes very complex thoughts visually is done in a way that has both a strong sense of vulnerability, yet a deep knowing of all the complex avenues that must be considered before the art falls into a place that makes sense. Terry Winters. Terry Winters employs a complex range of techniques in his paintings, drawings, and prints. His intuitive grasp of botany, biology, mathematics, and computer science makes for work which blends truth with myth and the cerebral with the physical. Winters operates at an experimental cosmic level. He is always curious, always exploring, a creative talent of the highest order. In the Department of Literature, Ward Just. Ward Just has enriched the American literary canon with a series of distinguished works on Vietnam, Europe, and Washington, to say nothing of his own origins in the Midwest. He has an eye for detail and finding the moral center of these societies. His analyses of political intrigue and his wonderful ability to tell a tale make him a unique voice in American letters.
For more than 7 decades, the Academy has been making awards to American artists, writers, and composers in recognition of outstanding achievement. 21 Arts and Letters Awards, each accompanied by an honorarium of $7,500, are being given today and will be presented by the chairman of each award committee. Richard Meyer, chairman of the award committee in architecture, has asked Kenneth Frampton, a member of the committee, to present those awards.
The other members of the 2013 award committee were such as myself, Henry Cobb, Elizabeth Diller, Peter Eisman, Hugh Hardy, Stephen Hall, Caesar Perry, James Stewart Holcomb, Robert A. Stern, Philip Sin, and Todd Williams. 2 of the Arts and Letters Awards in architecture were created to recognize architects whose work is characterized by a strong personal direction. Please come to the podium when your name is called. Teddy Cruz of San Diego, California. Tom Piper of New York City. Two other Arts and Letters Awards recognize Americans who explore ideas in architecture through any medium of expression. This year they go to Barry Burton of New York City, and Sandra Quinter of New York City.
Joel Shapiro, Chairman of the Art Committee, of the Award Committee in Art, will present those awards.
The other members of the 2013 Award Committee for Art were Lois Scott, Yvonne Jaquette, Wolf Kahn, Alex Katz, Catherine Murphy, Tom Muskowski, Judy Pfaff, Dorothy Rockburn, and Peter Stone. Please come to the podium when your name is called. The 5 Arts and Letters Awards are already given this year to Helen Burton-Litt, Louise Fishman, Judy Lynn, Judith Shea, and Keith Sonnet.
This afternoon, we're making a small change in the order of special awards. On page 15 of the ceremonial program, you will find the John Updike Award in Literature. We are grateful to the recipient of this award for adjusting her schedule so that she could be here today. However, she must leave us very shortly for a speaking commitment in Syracuse. Accordingly, I ask J.D. McClatchy to come to the podium now to present this award.
A few years ago, sitting in this auditorium, Martha Updike got the idea for a prize in her late husband's honor. It was a remarkably generous inspiration which also honors the Academy itself, an organization which John Updike so cherished. She decided that the prize, in the amount of $20,000, would be given biannually to a writer not at the peak of a career or at the start of a career, but to an excellent writer in the middle of things. John Updike not only loved the Academy, but worked endlessly on its behalf. It's very moving that we have now, thanks to Martha, the opportunity to let him keep helping us, as it were, by this award in his name. The citation is in your program. Her check is in my hand. Will you help me congratulate the wonderful novelist and essayist, Jennifer Beaton.
The other members of the 2013 Award Committee for Literature were Louis Begley, A.R. Gurney, Allison Laurie, Francine Prose, Mark Strand, Charles Wright. Please come to the podium when your name is called. 8 Arts and Letters Awards in Literature go to Catherine Blue. Joanna Klink. Neil Butte, who is not here today. Bill McGibbon. Bruce Norris, who is not here today. Darrell Pinkney. D.A. Powell, who is not here today.